Whoa, what's this? An actual long form video? I know, incredible. I can't believe it either. But this right here, this beautiful, beautiful 90s DeVille is my, I got some stuff on it. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Is my latest, I would say, financial mistake. It might be. I don't know. You see right there, the greatest engine, greatest engine of all time. But this car is in phenomenal condition. I bought it out of a garage. This is actually a garage find. It sat in a garage for about 15 years-ish. 15-ish years. Might be hard to believe because of how good it looks. When we got it, it was covered in dust. I really should have recorded it, but we had to pick it up. I didn't tell anything about that. This is all a hobby anyway. You'll just have to take my word for it. Whether or not you do, I don't care. Just know I'm not lying. This car has 98,000 original miles on it. Yeah, crazy. Everything works on it. All we had to do, drain the fuel tank. I had to drain the fuel tank, clean it out, and put new tires on it. Everything works on it. I say that. I'm lying to you already. The left sensor for the ABS and traction control is going bad. There's like a sedator cap or something inside of it. It's built into the hub. You have to replace the whole hub, but the hub isn't bad. I'll replace it later. But it's went bad. So the ABS light and traction control light turns off and on. It resets. As well as I think there's a little leak on the AC I gotta fix. But other than that, this car, flawless, works great. It works amazing. I've been looking for one for a while, because you can see the old gold one back there. That's a 94. This is a 96. I'm probably gonna find me an Impala. That one over there. That gold crusty one that really should go to the junkyard now, but I'm not going to take it to the junkyard because that would be a smart decision. We don't make those around here. Instead, we're going to find an Impala, probably a wrecked one, SS, and put a LS up in that car. Yeah, it'd probably be front wheel drive. I know. Front wheel drive sucks. It's lame. I don't care. But you can see, look at this. This car looks new. I forgot to grab my keys, so that'll be a jump cut. But I can show you under the hood. There's nothing special under there. It just looks like an old V8. It just looks like an old V8 under there. No thrills. It is everyone's favorite V8, known for its reliability. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with known for its reliability, not catastrophic head bolt failures. No, we pretend those don't happen. I've done flush the coolant system out. Of course, I changed the oil on it. It sat for 15 years. It shocked me, to be honest. I was expecting to do way more work on this car. It'd just be a pretty shell that I work on for a minute. But no, I've done started driving it every day. I know, I'm very brave. I'm very, very brave, I know. But it is way nicer than that old truck right there. Way nicer. And I know what you're gonna say. Just bear with me now. Bear with me now. It's not your money. It's not your money. But I believe the AC, probably an O-ring or something around here, leaks. Not sure. I'm sure it's leaking though, but I don't know. I've checked the Freon. I think the Freon's good. I'm gonna have to check it again after a little bit and see if it's gone down again. Flushed the old deck's cool out. Like I said, I probably should replace that belt, but it didn't look that bad dry rotted. It doesn't really look like it's got terrible wear on it. It's got a little bit, but it'd be fine for a second until it isn't, because I've done said it will be. This, I believe, is a concourse. I believe it is a concourse car. That's all that means, is it's slightly nicer. I think it's a concourse because it does have the premium wheels on it. I wish I could have got white walls, but work didn't have any, and I didn't want to wait. So we just put black walls. I'll run them till they ain't no good no more, and then we'll put probably some Vogues on this car. But it has the premium 16-inch wheels that were optional on these cars in 96. I believe 96, that was still a premium option, because again, the gold one over there with the cracked out Buick rim on it has 15s. This one's 16s. I think the owner's manual says somewhere in it that it's a concourse. But again, I could have just been reading it as and/or concourse. That's probably what it is, because this doesn't have the Bose in it. Does not have the Bose sound system in it. And if it's not a concourse, that's not that big of a deal. Again, all a concourse is it has 25 more horsepower on this very reliable, very, very reliable engine. It's still pretty powerful, especially for a 90s motor, if, again, being very reliable. Because it's got, like, when they work right, these are phenomenal motors. Because that's when they work right. Because they make like 275 horsepower, 295 foot-pounds of torque, non-concourse. They make the same amount of torque concourse, but 300 horsepower factors. 300 horsepower if it's a concourse. And of course, you have the notorious head bolt problem. But again, this car is so nice, I just don't care. I probably should, but I don't, because I've been wanting one that's really nice for a while now, ever since that one broke down on me. And that one needs a transmission. The gold one I keep showing. But these cars are neat. They're very, very neat. I don't know how much of this car you're going to see on the channel. Probably not a lot. I'm not going to do anything to this car. I'm going to leave it as is. Well, probably going to put a sound system in it. Put some tint on it. Then, of course, once those tires are wore out, run Vogues. But that's about it. I'm going to leave it stock. This is going to be a daily driver. At least until I buy something that's slightly less nice and definitely, it's going to be hard, definitely reliable. Eventually, I'll probably pull this motor out and restud it. That's going to be when it starts giving me problems, though. Cross my fingers, knock on wood, that there's no time soon. But yeah, let me show you the interior. Let me show you the interior of the car. Prove to you that it does still work. All right, here we are on the interior. Again, to prove to you that this car does work, I've been driving it for a minute. Turn that off. 98,627 miles. It runs good. It's smooth. Yeah, see, traction, anti-lock, and traction control. ABS traction control. That's just a little modular in the hub assembly. I'm not too worried about that right now. She runs smooth. She drives smooth. I'm not really hard on it because, again, North Star V8. So, and then this is a Cadillac. It's not a muscle car. Although it can run like one. These cars will surprise you. I promise you they will if you ever own one. Probably not the greatest or smartest idea. Don't be, look, I'm not very bright. Don't follow my example. Unless of course you want to. In which case, I don't care. But only really reason I wanted one of these is, again, that gold car over there. These have a very fond place in my heart, my memory, things like that, because that car over there, that gold one specifically, I basically grew up in the back seat of that car. Plus, that's my first car. Of course, now that I have this one, this is going to be the nice one. I got to buy an awning for it. Now. Keep the projects under it. That green car right there, which you might see me put a catch can on it. If that's anything anybody wants to see. I kind of think that's a boring idea, but it's a video. I don't make no money yet. Oh, well, whatever. If you want to see it, I'll do it. But this one will probably be the nice one. I'm going to get me a little tent until I can afford a metal awning. Keep it under, keep it out of the rain, the sun, things like that. Probably going to find, here, look, I'll just show you an example. I'll just show you the comparison in between the two cars. Let's walk over here real quick. Camera got a little shaky for a second. I know. I'll just show you a comparison. I've done pulled the radio out of this one because I'm gonna put it in that one right there. This is a 94. Of course, you see my cracked out, I thought it was funny at the time, Buick rim, because I had this car in high school, which I talked like was ages ago. It really wasn't. This is a 94 Cadillac DeVille with the, frankly, even though it's not as powerful and not as efficient, frankly, it's a better motor. Go ahead and pop that hood. .9 liter EFI or port PFI. This just means port fuel injection. V8 makes like 200 horsepower and like just shy of 300 foot-pounds of torque. This runs, but the transmission's blown up. It blew up on me about I don't know, I think a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's fine. Now we have the green one over there, the really nice one. Probably gonna LS swap this car. There's plenty of front wheel drive LS's, which again, I know I said later, LS, ooh, front wheel drive, I don't care. I want to see this car, even though again, I know it should probably be taken to the scrap yard. I don't want to put it to rest. I don't want to put it to rest just yet. It might be a foolhardy endeavor, but you know, again, I'm not the brightest. We're gonna do it anyway because I want to do it. Probably find an LS front wheel drive, one of those 5.3s. I think it's a LS3 to swap up into this car. It should fit. We've got enough room because this engine bay is designed for one of those North Star engines, because this is a holdover motor from like the 80s. It's a push rod engine. It's probably not that much bigger, honestly, than an LS. I think I make some motor mounts for it. Shoot, might be able to make some motor mounts or adapt the ones on it onto the car right now on the subframe. Probably do some chassis bracing to it and just throw a 5.3 in here. Maybe turbo it. One of those 5.3 front wheel drive ones out of the SS Impalas, 2006 and 2007 SS Malibus, the Buick Supers, Pontiac Grand Prixes, GPs, those cars. Because they're all front-wheel drive LSs. Just take the whole powertrain, drop it in. Also thought about, I don't know if I'm going to, cutting this one up, because this car is not nice. Cutting this one up and making it rear-wheel drive. Having an LS power those wheels. You'd never expect this roached out gold boat to be fast. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know. I know the LS is going to happen. I can't promise when, but I know that's going to happen. But yeah, this is just a little longer video because I ain't done one in ages. And I wanted to show off my new car. I didn't even talk about the differences of this one, or show you the differences of this one. As you can see, this one is in a far better condition. Yeah. Far better condition. Yeah, you see why I say I should really scrap this car. But I mean, the chassis is solid, so it's not a rust bucket, it's just really clapped out. But it was my high school car and then the family car for a while, so, or before that it was the family car. So I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it. I want to see it live again. I was going to put a transmission in it, but might as well just swap the whole powertrain, you know, because why not, I guess. Well, yeah, that's just a little longer video. Maybe you made it all the way through. If you did, I appreciate it. If not, then I guess you're not here to hear what I'm talking about. So those of you who are, have a great one.